What's going on, guys? Welcome back into the channel. Today we have part 6 of our Pittsburgh Steelers franchise here on Madden 21, and today the Washington football team come to town. And the reason that I decided to bring you guys this game specifically is that this game is the 10-1 Pittsburgh Steelers facing off against the 7-4, I believe they are, Washington football team. So Washington is surging. Washington is a very competitive team this year in our franchise, and with the new playoff format, they're almost without a doubt making playoffs this year. So a team that everybody expects to be bottom of the league is actually 7-4 in this, and essentially a huge matchup here. I don't know if this is going to actually be a good game or not, but I'm hoping that this turns out to be a good game because they are 7-4. The CPU have been pretty easy for us so far this season, but we're going to jump into it and see what we can get going. We returned the kickoff. We got called for a penalty on the kick return, so we're going to start with the ball at the 17-yard line. Coming out here on first down, we're coming against the Redskins, or rather, I guess I can't call them Redskins anymore. The football team have a pretty good defense, and that's something to watch out for in this game. We are going with some throwback uniforms as well against their alternate uniforms, so it should be interesting to see what happens this game. I think that in the rain here, this is probably going to be a bit more of a low-scoring affair. Anthony McFarland has really burst onto the scene as of late. Last game, he had 125 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns, and added like 75 yards through the air with a couple of receiving touchdowns as well. So Anthony McFarland is a player to watch in this game. I don't know how he'll do. There we go. James Conner picks up the first down and gets us up over about the 31-yard line, the 30-yard line. Troy Apke in to make the tackle on that one, and we're going to come out again here and potentially run the football. I noticed that they are going with a bit of a blitz on the left side with the safety, so we're going to audible, and I think I'm going to... there we go. Not able to get the ball off to Anthony McFarland. I was hoping he would have... what's the word I'm looking for? Released sooner. He kind of stayed in to help block a little bit longer than I wanted him to, but no big deal there. We're going to go ahead and throw this one to Ebron. Pick up a first down, I believe. Get us up to the 41-yard line. Eric Ebron had 3 receptions for 56 yards last game, 618 yards, and 6 touchdowns on the season. So a very good season for him as a tight end. Probably the best receiving season by a Pittsburgh Steelers tight end in a long time. 2 rushes for 13 yards for Anthony McFarland, and like I said, we're going to be trying to get him involved in the game as much as possible because of how he's been bursting onto the scene, and this is going to be a run game with it being in the rain. I mean, it depends. We can start trying to air it out, and if our guys are catching the ball, no reason not to continue to pass it, but traditionally speaking, when you're in a rain game like this, you're going to be running the football. We're going to go ahead and go with a halfback dive with James Conner, and I'm going to flip this one to the left side, and hopefully we can pick up a yard or two, and we are able to get us up over the 50-yard line to the 47 into enemy territory, and this first drive is looking pretty good for us. I'm going to go with an inside zone to Anthony McFarland. Run behind our big boys, David DeCastro. We got locked on to the defender, but it doesn't matter. We pick up about 4 yards on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 6. And we're going to... I think we might be able to run this. I don't know. I think I want to audible. I don't like the look that they're giving me. I was hoping they might have come out in something a little bit more favorable for us. We'll just dump it off to Anthony McFarland. And the spark plug is going to get us 11 yards on the play. I'm hoping that they give us a screenplay soon because that's where McFarland makes a lot of his yardage. I haven't seen any yet. I could probably scroll through the play suggestions, but I've been liking what they're giving me. So, from my perspective, no need to change, and scroll through too many plays if I don't have to. Anthony McFarland, 32 yards here so far. Could do a halfback draw. Level switch isn't a bad idea. How about, we've been running it a lot out of the shotgun. Let's go with the counter Y. I'm thinking that this action might break good for us. The defense might bite on it, and they kind of did. It was James Conner in, picks up 4 yards. James Conner is also having a respectable season up to this point, and he's been doing really well. We've had quite a few bad weather games, coming into this one, and so James Conner and McFarland have both been essentially carrying us at this point. I don't know that I want to say carrying us necessarily, because the passing game has been fantastic. So I don't know that it's necessarily the run game that has carried us too much. Anthony McFarland is going to pick up the first down, and we're moving the ball pretty easily against what I think is a pretty tough defense to move the ball against. So looking good early here. Burning up most of the first quarter at that. I don't know that this one's going to work, but I think it's worth a shot to try and get this ball to the edge. All we needed was for Matt Filer to actually block his man, and he's unable to do that. Sets us back a little bit on that second down. I'm going to go curl flat here. I think why am I drawing a blank on his name? McDonald? I thought he might have been open there. Oh, jumped in front of that one. Tried to force it in there to Ebron. Probably a bad throw. Not able to get the first down on second down or even get some yardage. We're going to try and go with the screen here. I feel like we might be able to get a touchdown, but it's limited space, and I don't want to do anything too risky when we can probably, and there we go. Anthony McFarland gets his touchdown on the screenplay. I called it, guys. We need those screenplays worked into the playbook because he does so well on them. Our offensive line does a fantastic job of getting out there and getting the blocks, and Pittsburgh Steelers are going to go up 7-0 here early against Washington. Only a minute 12 left in the first quarter. Obviously, we're only playing 9-minute quarters at this point. But Washington can score quickly. They are a very good team. We'll see what happens when they come out. We're going to skip past Dwayne Haskins' introduction. We're going to come out with a blitz. We're going to press the corners because they are coming out in a little bit of a close formation. Edmonds comes up, unable to make the tackle, but he gets some help from Ulysses Gilbert and Minka Fitzpatrick. Bryce Love gets 6 yards on his first carry there. They are trying to spread us a bit. I'm going to pick up Bud Dupree and try to utilize him on this play. They're spreading the ball out. They've had multiple receivers both times so far. Now they're going to come out in a heavier formation. We're going to go with an overload blitz, and I'm going to switch Bud Dupree to blitz here. Trying to get a rush here with Cam Hayward. Unable to get there in time, and actually probably going to get called for a roughing the passer. So that'll be extra yardage tacked on. And we were moving the ball quick, but Washington's going to be moving the ball even quicker with a penalty tacked on there. They're over to the 37-yard line already. We can't let them move the ball this quickly on us. Luckily for the defense, they're going to get we're going to call pinch buck, bring everybody down, and put Gilbert into a zone. Oh, and they're going to get a nice run on that play. Luckily, not a first down. Bryce Love does a good job of finding an open hole. And on 2nd and 1, we'll see if they come out and run it. They are. Man, they're doing a lot of motion here early. And who is that? Seth DeValve. Tight end around. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. What a play. What a, you know what? They're coming out in some crazy stuff here. We're just going to have to call coverage and hope for the best. Maybe we can get a good pass rush off. We got him panicking. Able to get him tackled down at the 1-yard line. Devin Bush, I believe that was, aided by Steven Nelson on the play. We're going to go pinch dog 3, one of my favorite plays here, and we're going to pinch the D-line. I think they're probably going to end up with somebody open here, but I can't guarantee that. Yep. They're able to get the ball open across the middle. And we're going to be getting the ball back tied 7-7. It didn't take long. Washington able to move down the field very quickly. Obviously, they're not impeded by the rain much here. They were passing all over the place. So this defense is going to be looking to improve after that drive, that's for sure. Good drive by Washington, especially to tie that up. Washington looking to take away another win here and basically prevent the Steelers from going up to 11 wins on the season. But more so, almost essentially locking in a playoff spot if they get themselves up to 8 wins after this game. So very important game here for both teams. I would say more important for the Redskins than anything. Or, you know what, I keep saying Redskins. You guys are probably going to be yelling at me in the chat. Washington football team. I don't know how many times I've said Redskins to this point. It can't be that many. 2, maybe 3. It's hard when they've been called the Redskins for how long to make that adjustment. 7 rushes, 18 yards for Connor. I'm not loving what we got going in that aspect, but I'm not going to complain too much. I'm going to call the flood play here. Oh, and the DB jumps in front of that ball. Unlucky break for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Got that kind of glitch play where the DB jumps in front. Luckily, that one was not picked off. We're going to get a good punt here, I believe. Not a very good punt, but able to tackle him immediately. I'm not sure why he didn't fair catch that one. I tried to get a hit stick off, but unable to do so. And man, they're going to be coming out yet again in some 3 wide receiver sets. So we're going to try and blitz them and press the corners. We finally get a stop in the backfield, or I don't even know if it was in the backfield, but we finally get a decent stop early. That's what we need if we're going to be preventing them from doing anything here. We need to get pressure. You know, we need to get stops in the backfield. Of course, I missed the tackle. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. 5 for 5 for Haskins so far. This team is hot, so... Oh, man, and they're spreading it out again. This is not boding well for us if they keep spreading the ball around. We might have just got a break there. I don't know if it gave them the first down. It did. They are really spreading the ball around and getting passes underneath all over the place. Dwayne Haskins, can we make a... Oh, no. And I tried to make him fumble, and he's going to rush for a touchdown. Dwayne Haskins, 56 yards to the house. Reminiscent of Terrell Pryor of Oakland. Whenever he went, what was it, 90-some yards on a rush against the Pittsburgh Steelers. He beat everybody, beat the safety. That's on me. That's not the defense's fault. I made a horrible, horrible attempt at a tackle there with Terrell Edmonds. Washington, though, gonna take a 14-7 lead early here, guys. I wasn't kidding when I said this team is hot. They are coming in here looking for, you know, they're coming in here looking to dominate. They're not even coming in here looking for a win, I should say. They're coming in here looking to dominate, and you know, their offense has certainly outplayed our defense up until this point. James Conner gonna finally get a nice rush up to the 34-yard line. And we're going to try to keep moving the ball, and we're going to try to move the ball quick. I think I might take a shot downfield here. See what happens. Good possession catch by Chase Claypool, and we're going to go with the hurry-up offense. That's what I want to see at this point. I want to get the defense off balance. Chase Claypool again, able to get another first down, and we're going to go hurry up one more time. And I don't know what I'm going to call. We might try to hit Deontay Johnson coming across here. No, we're going to try to hit Ebron. Ebron was open, thought he had the catch, but on the hit, Redskins able to jar the ball loose. I don't know who it was. It says Darby potentially was the one on the tackle. I don't know. I don't know exactly who made that play there. James Conner does a nice job finding a hole there. Almost able to run over Troy Apke at safety. Just couldn't break away after the truck. 2 minutes 40 on the clock. More than enough time for Pittsburgh to score and tie the game here, but I think Pittsburgh's got to be thinking, We want to prevent the Redskins from having enough time to go downfield and score a touchdown. Now, I don't mind if they score a field goal before half. I really don't mind if they score a field goal, but we got to be thinking prevent them from getting a touchdown. That's like the key here. Oh my gosh, and we get hit stick fumbled, and we're putting ourselves in a hole. Reuben Foster comes up with the fumble recovery. I don't know who it was that caused the fumble itself, but a fantastic play by the Washington football team's defense. To it, almost able to get there and make a nice play in the backfield. Have not been able to get the pressure. I mean, we've been getting pressure. Let me correct myself. We've got some pressure here on Haskins. It's just a matter of, there we go, actually finally executing. Devin Bush able to get the sack in the backfield. Now we're going to use a defensive timeout because there is more than a minute left on the clock. With that being said, I think on a 3rd and 12 they may run the football here, and that looks like it is potentially going to be the case. If we get the stop, we may have enough time defensively, or we may have enough time offensively, excuse me, to take this ball downfield and tie the game before half. It's going to depend on where this punt lands. If I'm not mistaken, the wind is at their back, so they may be able to get a pretty good punt off here. Hopefully we can get some blocks and McFarland can do his magic. Unable to get to the edge, but takes it up to the 35, which is pretty good field position. We're going to put Juju on a streak. I almost feel like he could potentially get open here on this streak. And he does. He hangs onto the ball, which is what I like to see. We'll let him do a little dance. We got some time. Oh, he's doing the Macarena. That's what I like to see. All right, guys. Can we tie this game before half? 42 seconds on the clock. I'm not liking the looks of this. I think I might be able to get Ebron open, though. Oh my gosh, and they are just hitting us all over the field. We're going to clock it here because I want to think about my next play. I want to take a little bit of time and think about what's going to happen. Flood looks like a good play. I'm happy that they gave that to us here because this plays to the sideline, and that's what I'm always looking to do here. Juju makes a fantastic catch, and that's going to be out of bounds. That's what I like to see. Gets us down to the 17-yard line and gives us a chance. That's all we need. We need a chance, and we might be able to make something happen. We're actually going to switch this one to verticals because I need these guys going towards the tight end. If they're not going, or towards the end zone. There we go, with a nice pass to Anthony McFarland. Anthony McFarland gets his 2nd receiving touchdown on the game, guys. And we're going to potentially tie the game up with 13 seconds left in the first half. Let's not speak too soon because the kick meter is lagging, and I might have missed that. I do. Just barely missed the kick meter. It lagged quite a bit. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but on my end it lagged pretty bad. It's going to be 14-13, potentially going into the half. With that being said, probably don't want to speak too soon because this Redskins team is pretty dangerous. I'm going to kick the ball off with that 13 seconds left, and we'll see what the Redskins, what am I doing? I keep saying Redskins. Guys, correct me. Yell at me. I need it. I can't keep doing this. The Washington football team. They are going to try to pass the ball. So surprise, surprise. We're going to call man coverage with guys over the top and just back everybody off. I feel like that might be our only chance. And they're going to run it, which is fine. A fumble or something there would have been real nice. But with that being said, they're going to run the clock out, and that's going to take us to half. We're down by 1, guys. Very good game. One of our best games so far this season. One of our most competitive games, I should say. I don't know about it. Well, I guess a losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. What am I doing? Man, this kick meter is atrocious at the moment. It's lagging pretty hard. I'm trying to bring up YouTube in the background real quick on my computer while I have a moment. This is one of the first teams I think I've faced that just does not come out in running formations. I guess, man, I just don't know. I don't do well against these types of teams. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, this defense is great and all, but it's not necessarily tailored to doing this style of defense. It's not tailored to stopping pass-heavy teams, I guess would be the way I want to say it. So we're going to be calling cover 6 here as the Redskins, the football team, excuse me, continue to move the ball. Guys, start a counter. If you've been watching this video since the beginning, somebody comment by the end of this video how many times I say Redskins and not football team, because this is getting ridiculous. Come on, Ulysses Gilbert, unable to make the play. And Minka, what are you doing? Gets faked out by Sims. Sims gets a touchdown. So the Redskins, again, I make the mistake. The Washington football team go up 21-13. We know they ain't going to miss the extra point unless I block it by some miracle. So 21-13. If I do get a touchdown on the next drive, I will go for 2 to try to tie the game up. That's my that's kind of my preference, is to attempt to make the tie. Anthony McFarland just unable to outrun anybody. We're not going to go with the double slants. I try to avoid calling that too much because it's kind of a cheesy play, to be honest. I think I'm going to go with the inside zone. This isn't a favorable formation to run this against, but able to get 2 yards on it. Anthony McFarland having a day, like I said, player to watch. We're going with level switch here, but I'm actually going to audible this one to verticals and put Ebron on a vert. I don't think anybody ended up breaking open there. I really thought Ebron might be able to get open in the seam. He was unable to. But we do continue to move the ball here, down 21-13. I'm going to try to do I believe they call this power G or something like that. Come on, Connor, break a tackle. Unable to break a tackle, but gets the first down. Takes us up across midfield to the 44-yard line. Like I said, pass-heavy game, no surprises there. Now this is a play where I believe Ebron will be able to get up the seam. We'll see what happens. Ebron able to get there, and Apke does a nice job of preventing the touchdown. This takes us down to the 4-yard line, but we are in position to tie the football game. I think we're going to go with the halfback lead dive. I see no reason not to. We're going to flip it to the right, though, because there is a bit of a gap right here in front of me, and James Conner walks in without even being touched. And we're going to make this a 2-point game. And we are going to go for 2 if we get a favorable play call. That's essentially what it comes down to, is if I see something that's worth actually attempting. And I like this inside zone. I don't know if it's going to work. I could do probably a slant with Juju there. There's a little bit of high risk with that. There we go. Anthony McFarland able to tie the game up for us after the missed extra point by Chris Boswell. Anthony McFarland is carrying this team today. And that has been true for the past 2 weeks. I have no idea where that kick meter just ended up. Somehow I ended up with a perfect kick right down the middle. I don't know if you guys saw what I saw. I really don't know if you guys can see what I saw at this point, but that kick meter was like it lagged and it was like invisible at that point. Very odd. We're going to start shifting the D-line. I'm thinking maybe that's a good way to get some extra pressure. Number 84, dang, Dwayne Haskins, 11 for 11, 117. Doing a great job. I'm thinking maybe if we fake blitz here, that could do it for us. Nope. I'm trying to get my guys to cover underneath because that's what they're doing, and they just, you know, they don't seem to. How about we? There we go. Good tackle by J.J. Watt. That's going to make it a 2nd and 8. I would really like it if we, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell them to cover underneath. That doesn't switch the safeties to cover underneath, though. I would like the safeties to come down. Oh, there we go. Nice tackle by Devin Bush. You know, Dwayne Haskins was looking for another opportunity to run there after his long, what was it, 56-yard touchdown run or something like that. Oh, shoot, I'm on a... Oh, man, and he's just making plays against us. Dwayne Haskins, 13 for 13. And we're going to go silver shoot pinch. Bring Fitzpatrick down here into the box. There we go. Get another sack. That one's Justin Lane. Justin Lane making a contribution from the slot. And he came in and planted Dwayne Haskins on his back. That was a nice hit. Dead man, as we like to say in the RFL. Justin Lane with another tackle there. 3rd and 8. This presents a favorable situation for us, I think. We're going to move Minka down. And I moved him to the wrong spot. We are able to prevent the touchdown. Number 84 is killing us this game. Who's that? That's DeValve. DeValve playing like a monster. I don't know where he's coming from, but hey, good for them. Able to get the tackle down at about the 3. That's going to be Stephon Tuitt. We haven't heard his name much today. I would really like it if we could prevent the pass. I would not be surprised if they go with like a little slant play here or something. We do get another stuff on the goal line, and if they try to run it 3 times in a row, I mean, I'm pretty confident in this defense. And I'm able to get the block shed with Cam Hayward. Does a fantastic job of getting to Bryce Love. 3 plays in a row by this defense, and they're going to go for it. Hopefully this runs down to the 4th quarter. We can get fresh players on the field. And a situation like this, I'm confident. Okay, they're going to go for the field goal after thinking about it, letting it run to the 4th quarter. So heading to the 4th quarter, we're going to be down 24-21. Very, very competitive game here so far. Probably one of the best ones. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I know I'm enjoying this game quite a bit. We're going to put this offense back on the field with a little bit of lag on the kickoff. I'm actually going to fair catch that because I don't want to risk a turnover on the kick return. And the halfback slips screen. That's what I like to see. And they're backed off coverage. I think we have a chance here to get a nice chunk with McFarland if he can beat Foster, and he's unable to. I think that was Foster. Davis. Why am I blanking on his name? That's Davis from the... He used to play for the Panthers, if I'm not mistaken. That's going to be an RPO, which I don't like. So I'm going to try to reset here, I guess, to another screenplay. And this time it's going to work. We're going to wait for our blocks to set up and accelerate to the outside. And I think we have ourselves a first down. We do. McFarland up to 71 yards receiving on the day. And this is a play we haven't run today, which is the dig and go. And I think I'm going to put McFarland on a vertical. I mean, if the linebacker doesn't drop in coverage, he does anyway. I really thought he was going to be able to beat that linebacker. That linebacker had a little bit of speed. I think maybe if I would have lofted it, I probably could have beat him. We're going to put McFarland... McDonald. What am I talking about today? We're going to put McDonald in there, and we're going to have to throw this ball away. This is going to be a 3rd and 10 situation, which I'm never a huge fan of. I'm looking for something favorable. I mean, I guess we could go with verticals and hope for the best. I think I'm going to put Chase Claypool on a slant just as a little bit of added security here. And there we go. We got a nice possession catch. Beautifully thrown ball by Ben Roethlisberger to lead him into open field. Ben having a solid day. I don't think anybody could complain about that. And it's been working, so why not do it again? McFarland unable to get the release that time, unfortunately. Man, they are giving us a lot of screen plays. Let's go with the double cross on this one. I think Juju or Claypool should end up open on this. Nice dot by Ben Roethlisberger in between 3 guys. Able to get the ball up to the 30-yard line is Chase Claypool. And we're within field goal range, though I don't, after all the lag we've had in the kicking game so far today, not really trusting much of the kick meter. So I would much rather, in my opinion, get a touchdown if I could. Nice coverage there by Davis. Oh no, that time it was Foster. Okay. Claypool might be able to get open here. Deion Kane could get open coming across. I see a few guys that could be open. Kane with a solid catch and a good tackle there by the defender. I don't know if I like the idea of doing the counter here. Though I do want to reset that because I don't like what I just did. And I'm not going to have time, so we're going to switch it to tight end attack and hopefully be able to get somebody open. There we go. Ebron pretty much uncovered over there, gets us down to the 3-yard line. I was real worried that that play wasn't going to end up working out because I kind of fudged it. I want to do a run here, but I don't want to do like a bad formation. They're not really giving me a good running formation in my opinion. McFarland gets hit stick, but gets hit sticked into the end zone by Reuben Foster. So the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to take a late, I don't know what it is, 27-24 lead. We're going to wait for the lag spike to go away, and it just did. There we go, and we should hit that field goal and make it a 28-24 football game. Almost 5 minutes left in the game, so plenty of time for Washington here. We'll see what the football team can do when they come out here on offense. They've moved it pretty well, but in the second half, we seem to have found a little bit of a recipe or a remedy to all the yardage we gave up in the first half. I certainly have considered maybe switching some personnel around. I didn't know if that might help us. But realistically, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to call coverages that cover underneath. I feel like that's kind of the way to go. The valve is, I would say, Haskins' favorite target today. And it's honestly kind of amazing me how well DeValve is playing. There we go. TJ Watt gonna get the sack. Haskins basically ran into him, but Watt did a nice job of holding the edge there. That's gonna bring up a 3rd and 7, which personally speaking, I don't think is a very favorable situation. We're gonna move Justin Lane over. And that's going to be like a screenplay or just an out route by Love. Not really a screenplay. I don't think anybody went out there to block for him. Though I could be mistaken. We are going to bring a corner blitz here. I like the idea of doing this. We're going to bring Lane down a little bit though. Oh, there we go. And a nice sack by Bud Dupree. We got the user sack and got the pressure. Going to bring up a 2nd and 18 situation. We're going to drop some people back in coverage here. If it can give us a good play for it. We're going to just go with a cover 3 match. And I'm just hoping my guys can cover here. Cam Hayward able to get some pressure. That should bring up about a 3rd and 10. 3rd and 9, which is good. We're not going to blitz anybody here. I think we have the right coverage for this formation because they're pretty much going to go out routes on this one. There we go, and TJ Watt's going to get another sack because Dwayne Haskins is kind of inexplicably rolling out of the pocket now. He wasn't really pressured. I don't know if my pass rush moves that I was doing kind of triggered him to roll outside of the pocket, but going to bring up a tough situation here for the football team. Down 28-24. They do have all 3 timeouts, so I don't think they need to go for it here, but they are. They're going to go for it, and I'm going to try to drop this back into a cover 3 sky. and tell them to cover the line of scrimmage. And kind of just an overthrown ball by Haskins. They're going to give us good field position, and we should be able to finish the game off here. Well, if we can get a touchdown, we finish the game off almost certainly. If we kick a field goal, they still have all their timeouts. You know, maybe they get a turnover. We've already had one fumble here. So we need to make some good decisions. I'm probably not going to put the ball in the air too much if I don't have to. We're going to try to run the ball with James Conner at all times. I think he's got the best carrying of anybody, and we're going to hold R1 to cover the ball. Washington is going to call their timeout here. And 3rd and 3 at the 30-yard line. That's an interesting decision that I have to make because I'm not confident in my kicker to make a 30-yarder at this point, or make a kick from the 30-yard line. So I think I'm going to go out of the gun, but hand it off to McFarland because he has not let us down, and he's not going to let us down this time. We should be able to salt the game away at this point, and we're going to come away with a 28-24 victory. As long as I don't fumble the football. I am going to have to run the ball once or twice. And honestly, I should be coming out with Conner and not McFarland at this point because McFarland has been known to fumble at times. We're going to go halfback dive on this one. Maybe my math is off. Maybe if we don't get a first down, we aren't able to kill the clock. I think we're able to, though, regardless. And, you know, with that being said, I'm much more confident we'd be able to make a field goal from here. But we're not going to need to. We're going to be able to kneel the football here once with Ben Roethlisberger, and that's going to take the game to its conclusion. I'm really proud of the way that Washington played and the way Dwayne Haskins played. I mean, he proved me wrong. I didn't think he was a very good quarterback in Madden, but what I will say is that up to this point, he played very well. I'm not actually going to kick this field goal. I just wanted to call it to run the clock out quicker. Fantastic game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys didn't get too annoyed with me calling them the Redskins constantly. But with that being said, we are going to move to 11-1 on the season. They're going to move to 7-5. I'm rooting for the Washington football team at this point. I really am. I'm rooting for them to make it to the playoffs, and I'm rooting for them to come out of the NFC, to be honest with you guys. I'm real excited to see what they can do if they make it to the playoffs. They're a very good team, and I think that if they go up against any of the other users in this league, they could give them problems. So with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys leave a like on the video if you did, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Make sure that you guys leave your comments down below for any videos that you guys would like to see, and I'll add them to my list, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have a good night. Peace out.